Why student studies less but scores higher and how you can too. Imagine two students. Student studies just 33 minutes a day. They get 8 hours of sleep, hang out with friends, and consistently rank in the top 5% of their class. Student B studies for 4 hours every day. They sacrifice sleep, rarely socialize, and still struggle to maintain a B average. What's the difference? It's not intelligence, not dedication, not even luck. It's how they study, not how long they study. Before we dive deeper, I want you to quickly rate your current study method on a scale from 1 to 10. Got your number? Great. Let's see if that rating holds up by the end of this article. By Adad. The Turning Point, a story you might relate to. I remember a night during my junior year, sitting in my dorm room, surrounded by empty coffee cups and scattered notebooks. It was 3:00 a.m., and I had been studying non-stop for 12 hours for a psychology exam. I was doing everything I was taught. Highlighting key points. Rereading entire chapters. Writing detailed, color-coded notes. It all looked great on paper, but something felt wrong. No matter how hard I worked, the information wasn't sticking. That night, I failed. Miserably. But in hindsight, it was the best thing that could have happened to me. Because it forced me to confront an uncomfortable truth. I had no idea how to study effectively. The productivity illusion. Why most students fail. We've all been there, drowning our textbooks in highlighter ink like it's some kind of modern art, rereading the same paragraph over and over or making gorgeous notes we never look at again. This is what I call the productivity illusion. You feel productive, but you're not actually learning. You know you're trapped in it when you spend more time picking the perfect highlighter color than understanding the material. You make a study playlist, but spend 40 minutes building it. You reread and rewrite notes instead of engaging with the material. Why does this happen? Because nobody ever taught us how to learn. Schools focus on what to learn, not how to make it stick. The consumption trap. Why more isn't better. Here's the myth we've all been sold. The more you read, the more you learn. This is called the consumption trap, the belief that more hours equals better results. Teachers unintentionally feed this when they say, study for 3 hours or review the whole chapter. But your brain isn't a sponge. It's more like a muscle. It needs tension, challenge to grow, recovery, rest to retain. The formula that changed everything. Here's the truth that changed my academic life. Let's break that down with a quick example. Student A studies for 5 hours, but retains just 10%. That's 30 minutes. Right arrow of real learning. Student B studies for 1 hour and retains 50%. That's also 30 minutes. Right arrow. Same result, but one wasted 4 extra hours. This is why studying smarter, not harder, is the only path to academic excellence without burnout. Active learning, the real game changer. After I failed that exam, I started researching brain science, memory, and learning techniques. That's when I discovered active learning, the #1 way to retain more while studying less. Here's what I stopped doing. Highlighting everything. Rereading chapters. Rewriting notes. Here's what I started doing. Practicing with questions. Explaining concepts out loud to friends, or even to myself. Connecting new information to real-life situations. The result? My retention shot up from 10% to over 70%. My study time was cut in half, and I went from getting B's and C's to straight A's. The 6-step study strategy that works. Here's the exact system that transformed how I learn, and it can do the same for you. 1. Study in short chunks. Keep study sessions between 30 to 60 minutes per subject. Your brain has limited attention reserves. 2. Start with self-testing. Before reviewing, try to recall what you already know. It reveals weak spots and activates memory. 3. Focus on what you don't know. Don't waste time reviewing what you've already mastered. Zone in on the gaps. 4. Use active recall and spaced repetition. Flashcards. Practice tests. Teaching someone else. These methods force your brain to retrieve, which strengthens memory. 5. Link concepts together. Create mental associations. Use mind maps or analogies. This makes retrieval easier during exams. 6. Quick review before bed. Your brain consolidates learning during sleep. A 5-minute review at night can dramatically boost retention. Final check-in. Remember that number you gave your study habits at the start? Do you still think it deserves that score? If your answer is no, that's your first sign of growth. Because real learning doesn't just happen in classrooms or libraries. It happens when you stop doing what feels productive and start doing what actually works.